this for what, 2 months now, Chris?
Oh yeah.
When did you start?
Oh, we got this building about 3 years ago.
3 years ago.
Yeah.
And when did you start renovating it?
We started renovating right after there was a dental building with 5 dentists, and we gutted the room next door, the office next door, and we moved into that. And then we gutted the room next to that, and then we crammed we put half our staff over there. Anyway, we've been tearing out walls.
No, what I want to know is when you sold your wife on this renovation.
I'm still working on that, Brent.
If you're like me, you're like, this will take 3-4 months tops, right? And it's been, how long has it been since you really dove into it? When you just started
tearing into it? We were jackhammering on Saturday, the darn landscaping.
You guys still aren't answering my question. What did you start?
It's been about 2.5 years.
2.5 years. Is that awesome? Wow. Congratulations. Well, before we get going, I wanted Chris to say hello. And this is beautiful. It's amazing. Congratulations, you guys. Come on.
Well, first of all, thanks for coming and finding us. We don't have everything done yet. Our suite numbers, we have some awnings on the way that go on the front, and then we got 9 trees going in the front in the parking lot, and we'll get it all striped up and it'll look like a new building. But thanks for coming. I want to let you guys know that, as a property management company, we're reaching out to realtors. That's our gig now. That's what all the energy I spent on this building now goes to that. So we're saying, look, if you have, I know a lot of you want to teach classes to investors or new buyers or whatever. Our classroom is always available to you. This is also the office headquarters of the Rental Owners Association. When we're done, we can do a little tour of the office. I have 2 very nice conference rooms, completely open to you. All you got to do is say, hey, I need the conference room Saturday at midnight. We'll make sure you can get in. No charge, nothing like that. Limit Krista. She'll be in here all the time. Anyway, that's who we are. I think that's what I wanted to say. And have your meeting and enjoy.
Awesome. Give Chris a hand. Did you introduce your beautiful wife, Chris?
This is my wife, Lisa. Yeah, Lisa is the man behind the man. Woman behind the man. And I think a little bit for us, it's like Thanksgiving, and all the kids come home from college and you get to fill the place up. It's great to see all these people in here. And the classes that we've had, that's our best time. We have all the people in here. Desks are about full. We fit. How many of you are? There's like 30 of you, so awesome.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Give them a hand. This is really nice. You got not just yogurt, but you put the granola on top. The coffee's steaming hot. Who feels spoiled? Anybody? Is anybody going to support Rent Pros besides me? We really do look at you as partners with the Brent Gove team. We love you guys. We're extremely valuable. And we're super grateful to be here. Isn't that a classy sign? Is that awesome? Now, what I couldn't help but notice, this is the day we all signed up for EXP. That's the significance of that picture. Day 1, EXP, 3 years and a week or 2 ago. So, now, if you notice, nobody's looking at me. They're all staring at Darcy Stratton. And if you're a narcissist, you hate it when nobody's not looking at you. But I turn around and go, this sucks, snap. I hate being the center of attention. Anyways, we did just get back from the Caribbean. It was amazing. We had a wonderful time. Next year, if you've not heard, we are going to be in Maui, and we're going to spend about 4 days in Kauai. We're going to extend the trip to about 10 days instead of a wimpy 8. We might even do 11. We got to look at airfare and how it all works out. Heck, we may just have to do like 21 days.
Perfect. Oh my God.
But it's going to be that's so crazy. We're going to go over the top next year. So you want to qualify for Maui next year. You want to qualify. We pay for airfare. We pay for, we're going to let you pay for your, airfare is very expensive. We're going to let you pick up your rental car, okay? So if you want to go low budget and drive around in a little Yugo, you can do that. If you want to do whatever. But the hotels, the whole experience, everything, very pricey. And we're doing a longer trip. So we'll let you grab the rental cars, but we're going to do it, and the way you qualify, it's the same every year. Anybody remember what it is? 7 sales by the end of June. All the ones who have been before, they all know. It was like this little thing. So you have to sell 7 homes by this June. You're all invited to participate. Now, some of you are just getting your license. How close are you getting there?
In the middle of studying.
In the middle of studying?
Yeah.
You can do it. I've had agents sell 7 homes their first month. So don't think, well, here's the deal. You get what you expect. If you expect to sell a home or two in the next 6 or 7 months, you really have all of December and through June. You have 7 months to sell 7 homes. If anything, I should make you do it in 2 months, because you know what I mean. But everyone always asks me when I meet people who do what I do around the nation, why do you make it so low? I go, because I really want my team to come. I want everybody to come. I want you to bring your husband, your wife, your sweetheart, whoever it is, your kids. And I want to build sandcastles on the beach. I want to jump in the pool and play volleyball. I want to be together as a family. Does it sound like a good trip?
Yeah.
So we'll have a more official presentation folder. We got back from the Caribbean at 1 a.m. this morning.
Oh my gosh.
So I've been gone for like 12 days. We ended up playing golf in Fort Lauderdale, then went to Philadelphia, stayed at 1776 Ben Franklin Drive, our hotel. It's kind of cool. Walked all over that city. And so it was just a great time, and we're thrilled to be back. So we'll have a beautiful contest flyer for you, but you have to come. Who wants to be with us in Maui and Kauai? My treat. Anybody? And if you're a real budget, you can Uber, jump on a trolley bus. You don't even have to get the rental car. But it gets a little crazy. The rental car thing's a disaster because I got to put every card on my credit card. And then I've had people break mirrors and do weird stuff, and then it gets really weird. Then I'm fighting with the rental car company. I'd rather you fight with them. So just playing, but really not.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that, but we are extending the trip this year to Kauai. It's gonna be awesome. So inter-island flight takes what? 20 minutes?
Yeah, 25 minutes.
25 minutes, and it's $75,
Yeah,
right?
it's super cheap.
Boom. So it's gonna do. I pay for 2. I pay for 2. If you want to bring your kids, that's on you. But you'll have the car, you'll have the room, and then you just got to pick up really airfare for your kids. That's all you got to pick up. And maybe if you do bring them, get a little bigger car than you would have gotten. But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Before we dive into this, I got just a dynamite lineup for you. I'd love to hear from Heather and Christine, who it's like Easter having these two here. It's like, wow. But what's happening in the world of title and escrow? Just a minute or two. I know they have no idea they're featured speakers, but you now are.
I would say right now we're going into the slower season. Agents are taking holidays off, which is normal. We're kind of in that regular market again where it slows down during the holidays and then it'll start ramping back up. Probably March, everybody kind of gets their calendar together, January and February, and starts ramping up, and then it turns spring and we get back into that spring, summer, fall kind of classic, traditional. I'm not seeing a lot of fallout.
Can I throw something right there? For December, we give you double credit for sales because we don't want you to be like everybody else. You sell a home in December, you get 2. You sell 2, you get 4.
Oh wow. That's awesome.
Okay. Don't have a license? Find a way. Get someone to client, put them in escrow, earn a referral fee. We'll pay you once you get licensed legally, and I will count it. So you can actually sell 2 homes and get 4 sales in December. You won't be able to do the transaction. We do want to stay legal, right? and we'll pay you once you're licensed. So Ruth, you could totally do this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is anybody else getting their license in this room besides Ruth? No, just
Raquel's
you.
thinking about it.
Where?
Raquel.
Where's Raquel? Welcome, Raquel. Give her a hand. There's nothing to think about. Just do it. It's great, man. It's great. Okay, so we got that. And I interrupted you. Where you going? How you jumped into that whole don't be like everybody else.
I was just saying about the market, and I think Brent has preached this before. December, January are great times to sell homes because it's a seller's market.
A buyer's market.
A buyer's market. I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Buyer's market. So I would encourage you guys to get out there and hit it because a lot of the agent, I'm telling you, it's starting from now until January.
They check out.
They totally mentally, physically check out. They don't go into the offices. They don't contact their database. They don't work it. They don't start planning until January. So if you're hungry, get out there and hit it now.
Who attended our business planning workshop with Sean Kokoska? Are you executing on that plan? Are you involved in your groups? Are you anybody doing the accountability groups? From that, anybody? A little bit. Coach. Good. How's that working for you? Is it helping?
It's really, I signed up for the breakthrough. 300, yeah, the breakthrough, and I love it.
Really? Now it's not too late to sign up for that. If you want to reach out to Sean,
It really keeps you accountable.
we can. Do we have that on our Brent Gove Facebook team page?
We do. It's on the videos page, and then you'll see his workbook right there. It's the last page of the workbook.
On the Brent Gove Facebook page, private.
Oh, on the Brent Gove website resources.
Let's also throw it up on the Brent Gove team Facebook page.
Will do.
Sean Kokoska linked. If you want to do coaching, Kim, it's actually good.
Yeah, he without a doubt. And I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'll just say it. So I'm just wanting to save money right now for Christmas time. So I split it with 2 other agents, so it's only $100. But it's a live, webinar.
But you're all listening.
I know it's probably not ethical.
You know what?
It's okay. I'm a Christian.
You're what I call a creative Christian.
She shares with her friends.
Yeah. You're a part of the New Testament. All right. So we hold on too many rules and laws and regulations. All right. So excellent. So that. And anything else you want to chime in on that, Christine? That was good.
I don't know. Do you have anything?
Most agents are scared to talk to their database on a regular basis because you feel weird about asking for business or whatnot. But this is the perfect time of year. Thanksgiving, just give them a call. I'm grateful to have worked with you. Happy Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. This is perfect time for pop buys. So if you're scared, this is the perfect time you have an excuse to reach out to them, and it's not as awkward as, say, calling them in February or whatnot.
So you want to write this stuff down. It's a perfect time for pot pies.
Yeah.
I love it. Comfort food. So good. Write this stuff down. For those of you that are guests, you're like, pop by. What's that? It's jargon. You pop by your old client's home, you tell them, hey, just knock on the door, leave a card, just stop by to say hi. They're not there, so they answer the door. I leave your card. My car is running, right? I'm not coming in.
Right.
I just want to say I love you guys. You're happy, you're good. Can I help you? Do you need a handyman? Do you need a roofer? Do you need an electrician? Matter of fact, we do. A little above, over the top service. So.
And pop by if you know their business, pop by their work, because that's even faster. Hey, I know you're busy at work, but their coworkers are going to see you like, oh my gosh, your realtor actually did this.
Yeah.
So it's a good spot for referrals.
I got one. Pop by with the pop by.
Yeah, pop by with the pop by.
And do it every day. No.
Also a good time to send out video through your KB Core. I'll put up on the Facebook page a video of how to do it. You can mass email your entire database. It takes you 30 seconds to do the video, and you can email thousands of people if you have them there.
There you go, Alicia.
We are doing, endorsing me, Family Day at our my ranch at 6:30 on December 21st. That you can invite your clients, anyone you want to. Typically it's like $10 a kid, but we're gonna do a night show, so we're gonna light the whole place up and turn all the lights off. So we're gonna have bonfires and stuff. So it's gonna be a holiday party, but we'll have pictures, the hot chocolate pictures with Big Daddy dressed up in a Santa costume. That's my miniature horse. It's gonna be really fun. So, and we'll
They thought it was me.
I'm sure we can do carriage rides. Yes. So fun stuff. So if you guys will get the flyer, if you want to use that, it's really just the invite. Most people, it's December 21st, is going to be getting ready for Christmas
Oh, it's December 21st?
on a Saturday.
Because there was something else you called about, and I thought I was going to be gone next week, so I got confused.
I'm doing Friendsgiving party at my house.
that's
next
Oh wait,
Saturday.
December 21st, isn't that our party?
No, 20th
No.
is from 12 to...
No, the big Northern California.
that's the weekend before.
14th. Brent, that's the 14th.
Oh, mine's the
14th.
14th.
I feel like it's supposed to be some other 21st.
No, we're going to Las,
When's my party?
we're going to Las Vegas.
Okay.
All right.
But,
Okay, so
no,
what you're saying is we can use that
Yes.
as pretend this is our client event,
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
Because Alicia's your lender, so
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
having a
working.
client event in conjunction with my best lender. There
Wow.
are thousands of lenders in Sacramento.
You're so
I have the best. She's not good. She's phenomenal. Why would I work with anybody else? So we are putting together, right? Can they say that?
Absolutely.
She's giving me
100%.
permission.
And we can co-brand a flyer. for
Talk
you.
about Big Daddy, you know, because you know, like, what's Big Daddy? You gotta see me dressed up like, you know, have fun with it. Sizzle with the sale. You gotta make things interesting and do that. So thank you for offering that. 6:30 out in Loomis.
We should make a manger. I got miniature donkeys. How cute would that be?
To say we could put Dane in the manger, but he's growing up, right? Dane used to be this. How old is he now?
5.
No, it's not
He's so
possible.
big now.
His legs can hang out.
Narcissa coming to the meetings totally pregnant. We're like, oh my gosh. And then she had this little baby, and now he's this little Great Dane. Turn into a Great Dane. Okay. Yes.
Question for you guys. I got your email yesterday that you guys are closed Thursday and Friday for Thanksgiving. Is that all title companies and the county?
Yes.
Likely.
Yeah, county for
County
sure.
for
us and
sure,
Fidelity.
Okay.
and I would say 99.999% every title company is closed.
Okay, cool. And if you guys haven't used their app, I got an award from Heather that I was
Yes.
the most used of the app. You guys, their app is amazing. The filters they have right now to post pictures are awesome. So if you guys haven't downloaded their app, make sure to do it because
And I
there's some
think you
cool
posted
stuff.
it on the front
Yeah, I
page,
post on
right?
the team. It's
On the
Chicago
team.
Agent 1 or ChicagoAgent.com if you don't like the
Yeah.
mobile.
I have that app, but that's where you get the photo.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
did you see the one yesterday where it says I want to be your wingman with the turkey?
Yeah, but
that
I
was
just
from
thought that was
their.
for net sheets and stuff.
No,
No,
there's-
I use
click,
it for I
there's
use
a
it mostly for
star.
filters.
Click the star on the bottom right.
Cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Everyone loves a great photo.
Is there any way to throw that up there right now? Your website? Just type it into a thing, Chris. Is there a way we could put? Is there a way you could put their website up here? Just show them.
Yeah.
Where would we do that? Oh, right here. What do we type? What do we type?
Or you can write it on the board if you want. ChicagoAgent.com.
Here's my keyboard.
Here it is.
He's got it.
You just can't see it. Chicago agent. You have a spot. You went Chico. Chico. Chicago.
Okay, so
You type on this one.
There's a keyboard right on the
Okay.
Brent's
I
desk.
should probably go over there.
.com, yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah. Maybe you can use this keyboard over here.
Yep, there it is. And then if you want the app,
Some mouse.
it's Chicago Agent 1.
So where do we go to this, Cindy? Where do we go to show them? Where do we go?
So you go. Hold on, I'm gonna have to pull it up
Well,
real
you
quick.
have to create an account and log
So,
in.
yeah, you
We
create
can't
it.
just. Can we log in on yours? You can type in your passcode.
Here, I'll log in.
Heather's gonna do it.
I don't know
I wanna
about
see it. Because here's the deal. We see this stuff and we go, yeah, yeah, and then nobody does anything. I know how it works.
Oh, perfect.
I know how this works. So a picture's worth 1,000 words.
So I don't know if you guys can see it, but and you guys, you can brand it with EXP. So I don't know if you guys can see this. It says, "Thinking of selling, let me be your wingman," and it's a picture of me with our logo, and then it's got a turkey spreading its wings. Yeah, they're super cute. So, and they change with all the holidays. So every time there's a new holiday, they have different filters that you could insert your pictures in. They do crop your pictures a lot, so just make sure you take your pictures from far away because it does zoom in to do it. I had to learn that. Oh, sorry, it kind of went off, but yeah, you could you brand it with your own logo and everything. So, and especially whenever you've got a new listing or something that's sold, those filters are awesome on there, and they get way more likes just because they're more exciting.
So it's
Not just
under
a
the
plain
premium
picture.
side. So it's $1 a month or $10 a year if you want the premium side. But what Cindy's talking about, it's called lenses.
Yes.
So it's easier on the phone because you'll already be taking a picture on the phone. But like, it's just perfect touches for your database, like Friendsgiving, gobbling up referrals. This is what Cindy did yesterday. Thinking of selling, let me be your wingman. So just super cute stuff.
So cute. They're really cute.
A lot of my clients.
I like feast mode. Like feast mode.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's
like
the dude
so
one,
even
right?
like that feast one, like if you bring up that feast one, that was up there.
A lot of my clients are doing the open house lenses,
Yes.
but instead of just saying, "Oh, this is my open house," they're actually taking a selfie of themselves and then texting the lead, "Hey, great to meet you at 123 Main Street," so they can remember that. Or if Johnny walks into your open house and he loved the backyard, take a picture of the backyard. Hey, just wanted to remind you that you really loved the backyard at blah 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 blah. So it's just different ways to hit your database. So
Because he's going to be interviewing people.
yes.
Yeah.
It's easier if you want to use the lenses. It's obviously easier from your phone because you could look in your photo library or take a picture straight from there.
And
So-
they change I think it's like once a month they change
Yeah, they
all
change
the
at least once
lenses.
a month.
So
Yeah.
you'll never use the same ones. Even the open house ones, the just listed, the sold.
The net
they're
sheets
always
are cool.
changing.
The net sheets are cool. So my daughter, Christina's looking at buying a cabin at Lake Tahoe. She lives there since last June. She loves it. She's looking to buy a place. And she's going through the process. And I said, so what, and she got approved at like $487. I go, great, what's the payment? She's like, I don't know. I'm like, don't you think that's kind of an important and she goes, okay, I got the payment, it's $2,200. I go, your clients will do this. I go, great, where'd you get that information? She goes, Zillow. And I said, I promise you, if you move forward with that information, chances are 70% that it's wrong, 30% that it's right, if not higher. I bet you anything does not include taxes and insurance, which is a lot of money. She says, no, I go, just check. So, and she called Jeff, and who had sold her, worked with her in the last house, and he's like, yep, it's $2,700. Does anyone know that 22 and 27 is a big difference?
Yeah.
$500 a month. She was floored.
Yeah.
I go, Zillow should be shot, hung up by their heels. They should have a huge thing. Now, you read in fine print, does not include tax. The reason is, well, we don't know where you're shopping. We don't know the taxes, and we don't know what kind of insurance you're going to pick. So we just dug it up. But the consumer thinks $2,200 a month, no problem. When she saw 27, she went like this. Right? And now I am, because I know where she's looking for the makeup. I know how this goes. All right, exactly. So next, Alicia, would you, I know it's fun, this is how we roll. Hey. So what have you got for us in the world of mortgage lending? Are there any changes? Any credit loosen ups? Any new programs?
Totally.
This is Alicia Blackwood, and she absolutely is, I would say one of the top 10 in Sacramento, hands down, out of thousands. And where she ranks in that top 10 is number 1. I'm not even joking. Number 1. You are the best. So give Alicia a hand.
Thank you so much. So, just to give you an idea where rates are, with under a point, literally government FHA VA is still at 2.875. So, and that's ridiculous. 2.875. So you can say that to people, and it's going to be something where they're like, "I'm an idiot if I don't try to take advantage of that." Conventional 20% down, still at 3.6, with no points. That's with no points, still phenomenal. But VA is making big changes January 1st. VA is going to go to 100%. They're no longer going to require the difference between 552 and a mil. You know, like it used to be 552 in the purchase price. They'd have to come up with 25% of the difference. Not anymore. They can go all the way to 100%. So all of our veterans that were like, well, we're going to save the 50 grand or the 30 grand or whatever the case may be, it's time to do a database video of, hey guys, guess what, 100%. The other cool thing is as of right now, unless they change it on me, there's not going to be hits to the rate like there is now. So right now, if you're a regular VA, you're looking at like a 2.93. Jumbo VA, it bumps you to 3.4. So as of January 1st, I spoke to the bank yesterday, they're like, as of now, there's not going to be any ads. So that person who was going to pay 3.4 is back to 3. Again, it's going to give people higher purchase prices, and without needing that down, all your guys' commissions are going to go up. So hit up all your veterans. The funding fee does go up a little bit, minimally. It's like 0.3%. It's not huge, not for what they get without having to do down payment. So that's something I would definitely target going into the new year.
Thank you.
Absolutely, very good. Give her a hand, guys. Very good. Okay, also, we've been using a company from Southern California for over a year to do our social media, spending big bucks. We have brought it in-house thanks to James and Rob, and they have made a great hire to the team for social media marketing. Quinn, give Quinn a hand. he is a Uriah Faber lookalike. He looks like his brother. And, or the movie star, what's the guy's name?
Dave Franco.
Dave Franco. Remember Dave Franco?
I don't know who either of those.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Who just said that? Do you not live here?
I don't
Are you kidding me?
Uriah Faber
He's
is
from Sacramento, the UFC
does she
fighter.
look like she's front row at Thunder Valley
Okay,
watching
now that you
UFC
mention it,
fight,
I
cage
think
fight?
he's an anti-vaccine person. that
Yes,
I
that's
watch. That's how I know.
Uriah Faber is a cage fighter, UFC star, the California kid. He's like Rocky of
Yeah, from Sacramento.
little guy.
He has
good
gyms
looking.
like in Rockland
Yeah,
and all over.
by Blue
yeah.
Oaks. If you go to Blue Oaks movie theater, there's UFC gym. It's
Yeah,
Uriah
that's it.
Faber.
Uh-huh.
That's his
Yeah.
gym. Okay, so we have that. Is there, Rob, did you want to say anything about, because Quinn's going to be doing interviews with you guys that you can use on your social media. It's going to be edited. Would you just share?
Yeah, so with our conferences and all of our stuff, we're trying to set a good example for EXP because we're a big part of the company. And so I'm just going to take our social media to the next level. So it's not just going to be all Brent, it's going to be all of us. And so he might just have a series of questions on a team meeting for you and just say, hey, what was your biggest this or that or the other? Or why are you part of the Brent Gove team? Because we want to also, for local attraction, be able to promote the Brent Gove team. And so you can just tell them your story. I told them ours yesterday. You know, we showed up here and didn't know anybody, and my wife's doing great in real estate, and we attribute that greatly to the Brent being part of this Brent Gove team. So those type of things we'd like to hear from you. And so he'll just have a little schedule, and it's going to be awesome.
Awesome. Give him a hand. Good job. Welcome, Quinn. Welcome to the family. Okay, so I'm going to switch gears, and I'm going to deliver a talk that is completely written by James Stroop. Give James a hand. I'm like, dude, this is gold. I mean, usually I have to redo everything, but no. The whole thing was money. And so, how many of you believe that you see people, your teenage son or daughter, a friend, or you see people living under their potential? You ever see that? They don't believe in themselves. How many of you believe that people kind of live where they expect to live? If they're living in a beautiful home, or they're living in an apartment, or renting a house, they expect to drive a certain type of car, and they're driving the cars. Like, no, I don't expect that. I would argue that you do. And they have, you know, the social circles, the success of business, everything gets down to expectations and what you believe for yourself. So I'm going to give you one. I want to give you something to say, right? As someone who played basketball, if you think, oh, this is going to be a brick, it's probably going to be a brick, right? We have a saying in basketball, nothing but
Net.
That means you're going to, man, this baby's going right in. Need a 10, got a 10. Need a 10, got a 10. How about this putt? You know, I used to tremble over the putter. I 4-putted from 5 feet. Nobody does that. I 4-putted from 5 feet. And what golf club was that?
I was your putter.
What golf club? Do you remember the golf club?
Oh, the
number 17. Number 17. I'll give him the hole. See if he remembers.
Oh yeah, it was dark. It was no. It was freaking.
You got it.
Winchester.
Yes, it was.
He
knew.
17,
I just said number
putt.
17. He was able to pick the golf course. This was 10 years ago. We still remember the hole. It's an unusual thing. But back then, my expectation was, I'm going to miss. This is going to be bad. And then what I did, and seriously, I missed. It was bad. I go, I'm going to miss again. It was bad. And now I'm a decent putter.
You're really good. Actually.
Right. So now I expect to make it. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to expect December to be a phenomenal month for you. You could take a break on the 21st, starting with Big Daddy, right? Or Big Papa, or what's Big Daddy's the beginning of your Christmas. But I want you to work it, but it's up to you. You could start January dead in the water, like 99% of all real estate agents, and you just hold 2 pros. Heather's newer to the real estate game. How many years?
Well, in the real estate space, like 13 years.
Okay, but that is newer. Christine and I, we're old dogs. I'm 23 years. How about you?
Probably
Come on.
35.
35 years, 23 years. We are telling you, agents check out about the week of Thanksgiving. They check out. They do not return to the middle of January. They mentally check out. And then they start working. It's 90 days to get their mojo. Everyone says, well, it happens when the sun comes. No, it's 90 days to get your mojo.
Yeah.
Add it up, right?
True.
February, March, April, you start to hit it. By May, it's rocking. Some you pick it up quicker, April. But so here's the deal. I want you to say to yourself, nonstop, it's like nothing but net, or I'm going to make this putt. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I want you to say, March is going to be my best month.
Yes.
December.
Okay.
December. You know what I was saying? Freudian slip. Okay? December is going to be my best month. I'm going to sell homes like crazy. Remember, you sell a home, you get credit for 2 from Maui. You sell 2, you get credit for 4. It's a good month to decide it's going to be a good month. And how would you feel if you had a home or 2 in escrow? If you have none. If you have none, how's it feel to have 1 in escrow?
Right.
How's it feel to have 2 in escrow?
Yes.
Now picture this. I want you to go through December. You ready? You have nothing in escrow. You do nothing in escrow in January. And you might put 1 in February, and then you close it next March. How does that feel?
Very awful.
Now take that feeling and multiply it by 10. Okay? I mean, it's just, you got a choice. You could sit here and go, I want to make 100,000 a year. I'd like to make 100. I'd like to make 182. I'd love to be someday make 300,000-400,000 a year in real estate. Listen to me. If you work for Amazon, you got to hope somebody gives you a new job and a pay raise. If you work for State Farm, if you work for, some enterprise insurance or whatever, some company, right? Intel, you got to hope you get a raise. Not in this business. You tap yourself on the shoulder, you just got a raise. Right?
Yeah.
And you get to work like a man or a woman. It doesn't mean that you work 80 hours a week and ignore your children and your wife or your husband and your friends. It means you design a schedule, and when it's time to work, you go to war. I'll say it again. Write that down. And don't sit here and look at me. Grab your phones and take notes. Because when it's time to go to work, you go to war. Well, that seems a little excessive. If you don't understand that statement, you just aren't. You don't want it bad enough. And by the way, there's a notes feature on most of your phones, a little note thing. You got to write that. If you write down what you hear, you'll get 70% more out of all the meetings. You ever go to church and they ask you Monday, how's church? Great. And you're like, great, what did they talk about? I don't remember. But it was great. That's just the rah-rah session. You want things you can put in your life. When you go to work, it's time to go to war. When it's time to play, don't work at all. Play. In other words, be present in the moment. I get done today. I pick up Ty at 3:45. We go home. I hang out with the kids at 5 o'clock. We leave for Folsom. I'm going to get a much-needed haircut with Aaron Rawls. And the kids are going to the bowling alley. We're going to go to dinner and the movies. But I get all. I'm not going to work at all. I'm going to play. But between now and then, I'm going to work like a dog. I'm going to war. And so December till whatever. If you decide, well, I'm checking out on the 15th, fine. But between now and the 15th, I want you to work like a dog. I want you to go to war. We want you to succeed. So, if you say you're going to stop at 5, stop at 5. If your plan is, well, I'm single, I don't got a husband or a wife and no kids, I'm going to work till 7. Fine, work till 7. But when it's 7, don't go, well, because real estate will give all the time you feel. It's a beast, and it will consume. It's a wildfire. It will consume whatever you give it. You can work 18 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Yes.
Christine, do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Have you seen agents do that?
Yes.
She's done it.
I've done it.
Right. Well, I've done it too. But then you learn and you go, you know what? Enough is enough. At some point in my career and in your career, you say, you know what? There's more to my life than real estate. And unfortunately, we love it. And it's got its times where agents are really behaving in a poor way. I've behaved in a poor way. I've responded badly when I should have responded better. And that's when you own it and apologize and get it right. You're not going to be perfect. But you learn from your mistakes. You fail forward. So I want to challenge you. Come on, turn for me. Oh, no, it's stuck in a certain way. Oh, great. There it goes. It turned over. December's going to be, how funny. It scrolled. I love it. All right. Oh, okay, here we go. December.
Are you still doing James's notes?
I am. These are all James's notes. That was highly embellished, but you get the idea. No, this is number 1. No excuses. December's going to be the month of real estate for you. And here's the deal: you're going to hit January with momentum. You're gonna get some momentum. Now, if you're dead in the water now, your true momentum may not hit till February or March. Okay, so that's one thing. Next is develop mental toughness. It's a skill, not an attribute. Habits are absolutely the key to success. Mental toughness is a skill, not an attribute. You're thinking, well, I wasn't born with mental toughness. Nobody was. Mental toughness is a skill. It's a learned habit. You know, we're humans, so we're conditioned to do what is comfortable. You are conditioned to go to comfort food, to go to your lazy boy recliner, your comfortable couch, to stay comfortable. But if you want a different life, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. Get out of your head. You know, we tell ourselves the wrong story all the time. This was money. When I read this, I'm like, oh my God. And the whole thing's great, but ready? It's not my personality. You really, I don't say that. Yes, you do. It's not my personality, or that's just the way it is. I'll never be like that. If you were taking notes, this would be a great time to write down, be authentically you. Be really honest with people, be passionate. People respond to authenticity, okay? You don't have to look like Uriah Faber, even though some of you don't know who he is.
I don't.
You don't have to be as handsome as me. It's okay. You know, but so here's the deal. I said when I was younger, before I really got it, I said, I can't be like him. I can't be like her. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. And then someone said, just be. There's a speaker named Coleman Orr. He's ugly. He's oh, you shut me down?
No, I don't know who your favorite is.
So, Coleman Orr, he is my favorite all-time speaker. You'll never find him. He's not. This is a speaker from like the 70s and 80s. But Coleman Orr, he had a tape called Say It With Intensity. Passion. They don't listen to the words, they listen to the music. It's what you say, not the script. It's how you say it. It's your voice tone. And these are all, this is having some grit, having mental toughness. And then you think, well, I've tried it, I'm just not good. Do it again and again and again and again and again and again. Do a lot of it, a lot of it, a lot of it. See, you ever meet people? I went snow skiing for 30 days in Steamboat. And really, any better? Man, I'm way better. I was lame when I got there, but 30 days, I was great. Do it every day. I mean, you should take a day out for sure. But usually people, I called someone today. I called 3 people today. You'll never get good. You got to be a woman on fire, a man on fire. You got to up your game. Do you want money? It's not about the money. It's about having a breakthrough and being comfortable. Listen to me. Once you ride a bike, you can't unride the bike. Once you learn to swim, you can't learn to swim. Once you, there's so much peace. And man, how many think I could sell anything? Yeah. Right? And I don't mean that the coffee can come from away, but I know for a fact I can. I could sell spas. I could sell commercial buildings. I could do homes. I could sell dental equipment. Once you learn the skill, and sales is the highest paid profession in the world. Top salespeople make way more than doctors. You know, I've been to my optometrist, and he's in the little L strip mall, and his whole life is looking at cars. And I feel sorry for him. My other doctor, I mean, I look at where they work, and I have this gorgeous view. I can work wherever I want to work, and I make a lot more. I mean, just it's not even close. And it's not that I feel good about that, but it's like, wow. So as a salesperson, the only ceiling you set on yourself is the ceiling you set on yourself. And so your expectations is huge. So moving forward. Oh, this is so funny. I'm doing one of those things, James. Yeah. It's scrolling on me. I know. I'm sorry. Keep scrolling. Get out of your head. Here we go.
The one on the right, all the way to the right.
I'm here.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Where is it? Stand by. There you go. You're right. The California kid. And the funny thing is, these are all his tough pictures. He's the most smiling, nice. If you ever met him, you just he's wonderful. Type in smiling pictures. All right, these are. I always wondered what Chris was thinking when I'm talking, and I thought he's like, what's Uriah Faber?
I know, but they were.
So here's the deal. Developing the right skill set for success is all about mental toughness, developing habits through grit, self-confidence, discipline, fortitude, self-esteem, resilience. How resilient are you? Self-reliance, perseverance, endurance. For those of you that are faith-based like I am, praying, asking God for help, whatever your deal is, I'm not going to put that on you, but I think that's a good thing. Everybody these are skills. You will get really effective and good if you will do a lot of it. You just don't do enough of it. And once you decide, okay, I've had enough, I'm going to reach down deep, I'm going to succeed, I'm telling you, the sky's the limit. You heard me say it, Grant Cardone, Krista went, his whole thing is 10 times. We sell it, we expect, it's not about a yacht or a Rolex watch or anything. It's about what your life will rise. You playing it small does not serve humanity.
That's right.
Mother Teresa went all in scooping people off the sidewalk, and she got knighted by the Queen of New England. She's a famous lady. You can give. It's not again. You guys with me?
Yeah.
You got to go all in your life. I don't know what it is. But once you figure it out, it becomes fun, not torture. There was a period in real estate was torture for me. The story about me and Antelope laying in the back patio. It was they built a patio, they screened it off, they threw their cats out there, right? You ever been to one of those patios?
Yeah.
It smells like cats.
Yes.
And there's cat hair. And I'm laying on the ground begging God to send people through the house because nobody's at the open house. That's a real story. I remember the house. It was painful to be in the house for hours with nobody there. Yeah. Man, I've been there. I've had them take my signs. I've had a horrible open house. Welcome to the club.
Right. Yes.
There's a story of an NFL running back. I don't know which one his name is. Super famous, Marshall something.
Marshall Faulk.
It's probably Marshall Faulk. He's a big star, Heisman Trophy. He goes, nobody was with me at 5 o'clock in the morning. We're on the riverbanks in Alabama, in the sand, barefoot. It's hard to run in the sand and back and forth, and sprinting back and forth, and then being out there again in the afternoon at 4 o'clock in the heat of the sun. Back and forth and paying the price to become a great runner. Every one of you have the gifts inside you to be a great salesperson. The word sales is the most beautiful word in the world. A lot of people has a wrong image of it. If you're great at salespeople, you're great with people. Yeah. You can build trust with people quickly. You spend your money with people you like. When someone comes off schmarmy and schmormy and in right, you're like, oh no, this is a timeshare person. This is this and that. And this is a furniture person who's just walking. It's like, but the people you like and they make you feel comfortable and they give you space. Now that's a talented person. They can build trust. Highly talented salespeople, they have lots of friends. They know what they're doing. And so that's why literally, it can be millions of dollars a year in sales, and those people go on to do great things. And so work at those skills. It will not happen by accident. It's what you're reading. What are you reading? I'm reading The Magic of Thinking Big on the way home again, probably the 10th time. Have you read The Greatest Salesman in the World by Og Mandino? It's a phenomenal book. So those are all really important things to do. So on that note, when you find your groove, and I'm done with the notes, when you find your groove, real estate gets fun. It gets easy. There's no stress. Multiple offers, no stress. Multiple listing people showing up, no stress. You know what to do. Problem with your escrow? Sure there's stress to a degree, but you know what to do. I know what to do. Christine, do you know what to do if there's a problem? Yeah, are you all stressed out? Sometimes the people can get you stressed out, right?
Sometimes.
But for the majority, right?
For the majority, this is not life and death.
Right.
And there are a lot of agents in real estate that think they're going to die.
Yeah.
You are not going to die.
No,
if the
they are.
transaction
They are
goes-
because they're selling 6 homes a year.
Yeah, well,
And they
if it
need
goes
that
sideways,
commission.
you're not going to die. There's always a workaround.
Yes.
Yep.
And I have to say, there's a lot of agents that in their brain, there's no workarounds.
Right.
You've worked with some.
Expectations.
And expectations. So there's always, and we're all human. Agents make mistakes. Real estate makes mistakes. Or escrow officers, lenders. But if everybody works together, there's always a solution, and there's no reason to stress your buyer and your seller out and think the world's coming to an end.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So I learned this lesson from a pro in Richard Bristow in Elk Grove. Probably my second year, third year in real estate, and I put a buyer. I fought so hard, won it, multiple offers, worked my tail off, got it in escrow. And this woman, I'd shown her property for half a year. I literally said, I will sell her a home if it kills me. You have the wrong client. When you start saying that, because I'm stubborn, I'm going to win. And I finally found her the most incredible 4-bedroom home. new, nice, gorgeous. This is like going back 20 years ago, right? And it was in Elk Grove, stunning neighborhood. It was 114. At the time, it was worth 130 with its eyes closed. And I'm like, well, it shows you how much things have changed. But it was. I mean, I got her the deal, and she rode that due diligence period till the last day and canceled. And I never did sell her house. Had I sold her the house, I'd have probably made less than minimum wage.
Right.
You got to cut your losses at some point with the client, and then go, hey, you want a referral? John? You know, I refer Kevin McDonald all the time. He's not even in the EXP. Well, why don't I refer you guys? Because when I get a really difficult client who's going to be a pain, Kevin's stubborn. He'll ride with them for 6 months or a year. He's worked with people so long he's forgotten it came from me. And he'd show up at Keller Williams with a stack full of cash, $100 bills, and there'd be dozens and dozens and dozens of them, with thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in cash. And go, here, man, I woke up tonight and realized I never paid you for that lead. But he wasn't a Keller Williams agent when I did that. I did Joey Satriano prior to him becoming an EXP agent. And he will give it to me. No, I don't. You get rid of what you don't want, a bad client, to make time for what you do want, a good client. I know that because I listen to Skip Ross, Dynamic Living, the Principal of Vacuum. Go through your closet, take 2/3 of it to Goodwill a day. Get the crap out of your garage. Clean your car. Give yourself room to think and to breathe. You're Principal of Vacuum. Get some friends you need to get away with who are causing you to drink or causing you to think in an improper way, or are a bad influence on you. Whatever, get away from them. Whatever, do drugs. Whatever. We all tell our kids that. But as adults, I mean, I was talking to this one agent from somewhere in America. I won't say where, and someone had done LSD, their child, and it really had a hard time. I go, and can you believe it? The parents were all for it. We want them to experience acid, LSD, this stuff. Can you believe it? He goes, well, I'm kind of that parent. I'm like, and this person had a 10-year-old and an 8-year-old. I go, are you kidding me? There really are people like that. He goes, yeah, it's really mind expanding. You should try it. He said this to me a while back, like within the past month. I'm like, I said, I don't even know what to say to you, James. But it wasn't James. But this guy really wanted his kids to drop acid or to do LSD. I could not believe it. But hey, that's why people vote or have different thoughts. So we won't go there. But I was truly floored. Where am I going? Way off tangent.
Cutting off relationships.
Principal of Vacuum. Yeah, cut off all your friends. No, that's not what I'm saying. So, but you got to become that kind of person. So I want to wrap up with this. We had a situation this week. Happened while I was on the cruise. An agent got this listing, and they got like 90 people through the open house on Sunday. Phenomenal listing. It's like $580. It's a sweet deal. He's excited. Sellers are excited. They get this killer offer. It's about, I think it was full price, but they wanted $5,000 in closing costs paid. And they get the offer, and they said, but we need an answer tonight. We get an answer tonight, and she didn't want to answer till Tuesday night. It was like Sunday night, right? You were in a situation we're not going. I go, it's tonight or nothing. And the seller's like, didn't like that. Didn't like paying $5,000 a day. No, this is the buyer's closing costs. Why am I paying that? They don't like that, right? So to make a long story short, she asked her agent, why are they pressuring me to answer tonight? And he answered her, well, they're trying to get you to accept this so you don't accept the better offer tomorrow. Isn't that true? Yeah. Isn't that true with all of us? He gave her an honest answer, okay? So she goes, oh, well, I'll wait for a better offer tomorrow. Well, that never came. They never did. The first offer is usually the best offer. Right. And you just counter. If you don't like the $5,000, counter full price, no $5,000, but counter. Yes. They waited. And that they go, see you later. We're gone. And now she's mad at her client for not nudging him enough. I said, that's not how you answer the question. He's so new, he doesn't know how to answer the question. Here's what I would have said. Ask me why they're trying to, Brent, why are they trying to get me to give an answer tonight?
Yeah, why do you need the answer tonight? What's going to make
I don't need the answer. They need the answer. I don't know what it is. It's personal, private, confidential, because you truly don't know the reason. Right. Mm-hmm. He was guessing at what it is, and that's probably what it is. But maybe they have to make an offer that we don't know. So but my answer would have been, I don't know, but this is a phenomenal offer.
Right.
It's $5,000 off your asking price. I never would have said they want $5,000 towards closing costs. I just take it off. See the thing there?
Yeah.
When I said they want you to pay $5,000 of their closing costs, I don't care what it is. It's like no. The way I would present that is, hey, they didn't answer tonight. It's $5,000 off full price. We got two choices here. We counter full price, or we accept, or we got three choices, or meet them in the middle, split it with them. This is a dream offer, and it was. See, feel the difference here? His answer was, he surmised, and he was probably right. So did he make a mistake? Technically, no. But did he make a mistake? Absolutely. So how you talk to your client matters. So they go, well, forget them. Never offered, and then they end up getting multiple offers. Then they tell him Wednesday night, counter everybody. The boyfriend did, which he's not a party to the contract. And she won't even talk to him. She's so mad by Wednesday night. She's got multiple offers that she missed the good one.
Won't talk to the agent.
Won't even talk to her own agent.
Yeah.
And she goes, tell everyone highest and best, the boyfriend. And so he's like, look, I can't. I can't take orders from you. She won't talk to you, man. And so he's in this weird situation. Now he's following the orders from. How does he know that they even talk?
Right.
And so he still marches ahead. I said, you say, look, I'll do this, but she must send me an email or a text message or something saying, these are my instructions. Please count everyone highest and best. So he didn't think of that, and then he gets nervous and he starts calling the brokers, trying to talk to a broker. If you can't reach the broker, call Krista, call me, call somebody, Darcy, call Cindy, call the person with the most experience, and go, what do you recommend I do in this situation? I'll call to this day Steve Hillier from New Vision. He's been doing it. I helped him get his license 22 years ago. He managed 180. I go, what do you think? You don't know more than Steve? He knows more than me. We just know things. What seems like the right thing to do? I call people all the time and get other opinions if I'm not sure. So now, he delayed, and he finally got hold of the brokers, and he starts to move forward the next day at like noon. And then she called him, have you done it yet? He goes, well, no, I want to talk to broker. She goes, I told you to counter everybody. And now she's angry that he's not doing. He goes, what should I have done? I go, you should have texted every offer immediately. You do what your seller says. Hey, we're counting everyone highest and best. And then send an email, we're counting everyone highest and best. He goes, and then do the multiple counter offer. This is your last chance, highest and best, give it in. You move too slow, and now she's angry at him again. So you already have a hyped up situation.
Right.
So you got to go 911. I need your help, and fix your shit. Don't be so I don't want to bother anyone. Lose that forever.
Yeah. Right.
Don't ever think that way,
Right.
ever. If I am too busy, I will not respond. You're gonna have to go to Darcy. If she's no busy, go to Cindy. Go to Krista. Have a friend. Meet somebody. Go to Chris. He'd probably give you some great information. You've done like 5-10 sales in your life. He owns more real estate than most of you will ever sell. Okay, so call Christine. She might be able to help you, but get some advice. So he makes that mistake. Every mistake he gave a referral to the client, which started the whole thing. The pool was a disaster. He gives a pool referral. The pool guy throws 2 hoses in the pool. They have to empty it. Throws it over the bank. They're on a green belt. It drops down, right? Pool, hill, down. Well, it runs all night. Guess what the water does? Erodes the entire, holding the structure of the pool. Now it's like 2 massive caverns, and so that's kind of what started. That's why we give 3 pool contractors, 3 roofers, 3. I mean, everything can be going wrong, and this deal's going wrong. And so, get advice. Did he do anything wrong technically? He did nothing wrong. But listen to me, he did everything wrong. By the books, by what we're taught in real estate school in the state of California, talk to your broker, blah, 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 blah. Listen to me. Brokers, I'm going to be honest. I don't care. I saw this at Remax Gold. I saw it at Keller Williams. I see it at EXP. Ken Dick was a burned out salesperson he's a great broker, and there are good ones. He was a great one. That wanted paycheck, benefits, and health coverage. That's what brokers are. And they usually were selling typically anywhere from 20 to 30 to maybe 40 homes a year. So the advice they give you is that kind of a thing. I would not get your advice from people like that. I would get your advice from people who sell 70 to 500. They think differently. The way they talk to people is different. When they perform, they just think at a higher level, okay? And their advice would have been better when they were back doing 30, 40 deals a year. Now, remember, for years, they've just been, and they're designed, brokers, there to protect the brokerage.
Right.
Not to help you get your deal, and you're a nuisance. You're like one of 80 agents or one of 300, 400 agents, and they tell you the proper thing, but it's not the correct thing. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
So you better find a friend who gets it. You're welcome to text me. I'll go, yeah, quickly, just quick, do this. I'm like, I hear from Darcy all the time. I hear from Cindy all the time. I hear from Krista all the time. They're my 3 biggest superstars, and they bug me more than all of you, and I love it. You know, listen to me. You know what bugs me is when I don't hear from you. That's what bugs me. Because I know you're not doing anything. If you are doing something, you're doing it wrong. That's what I know. And is this tough love or what today, you know? And so
I didn't write this part.
I thought he was all relaxed for his vacation. I am, man. Woo! But I'm pumped. But does that make sense?
Yeah.
But well, with this, the biggest thing I see is I don't want to. I know you're so busy. Stop. Never say that again. Busy people get things done. Chris, are you busy? Yep, but you stop and help somebody.
If you want something done right, give it to someone who's busy.
Yep, and they'll get it done. And let's say, quick minute, it's not to be an hour discussion. Boom, boom, boom. Here's what you do. You can move forward with confidence, but be careful who you get your advice from. This guy, this poor guy, had a mentor at EXP. Mentor's great for the basics. I know the mentor. And the advice this mentor gave him was spot on. It was technically correct. It couldn't have been any further from the correct thing to do. In other words, I had a great quote yesterday. I don't know how I said it. You laughed at me because I said, it's totally right and totally the wrong thing to do. It's textbook correct. It could be the biggest error you want.
Right.
That's why agents sell 6 homes a year, because they get their advice from people who are selling 10 or 15. Stop getting your advice from people who don't know what they're doing. Do you want to suffer? He's with me? You ever write an offer and not get your deal accepted? Well, I counter them. They didn't counter me. Counter them again.
Right.
Well, no, they have to counter me. No, they don't. You counter them again. Counter number 2. They didn't. Okay, now we're really dead. They didn't counter that. Counter them again. Well, no, it's their turn. It's a game of tennis. I hit the ball over the fence. Buyer counter 1, seller counter 1. Buyer counter 2, seller counter. They didn't counter. You counter. Do 7 in a row. I've done that. I've told people they didn't write an offer. Make me an offer.
Right.
Well, it's 500. We don't like it. Would you like it for 400? Well, we'd love it for 400. Good. Can I tell my clients you're going to offer 400? Well, we got it right now. Just give me a verbal. Okay. Yes, Darcy, we have an offer for 400,000. Ring, ring. What's up? You had an offer on Cinderella Peak? Yeah, just call my seller right now. Telling her about an offer for 400. It's verbal. It's an offer. It doesn't matter that it's not written. It's a verbal offer. You know that verbal counts, that he can put it in writing? It doesn't count till it's signed, but it's a real offer for 400. She thinks it's she thinks that the house is 500. She thinks they love it. They're sure it's 490, 495, maybe 5. So she writes the offer at 505. I took their 400 and it created a 505 offer. I didn't lie. I didn't make it up. But most agents are order takers, and they get paid like order takers. And order takers work for Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Little Caesars, okay? Don't be an order taker. Think on your feet. But you have got to go to Brian Buffini, Joe Stump, Craig Proctor, Howard Britton, Star Power, Mega Camp, Family Union, Remax's annual convention. You need to go to stuff to learn to get around people who say, don't be like everybody else. When Wendy's came up with the commercial, where's the beef? And this old lady screamed it into the commercial. That was not the norm. And everybody wanted to go to Wendy's, if that was Wendy's, and eat a Wendy's burger. Because you have this old lady saying your burgers are crazy. Be different. Does that make sense?
Yes.
When Tom Shoes started buying a pair of shoes and giving it to the less fortunate, nobody was doing that. Be different. Right now there's a contest. Did you see it on TV? National show. Guess what their contest? Win a baby. Win a free baby. Do you see that?
What?
Win a free baby. It's something that's brilliant. It's totally like I get goosebumps thinking about it. Win a free baby. You know how they do it? You do this, we'll put you in a context, we will pay for your in vitro fertilization.
Oh, okay.
Win a free baby. Now that's like, that is spot on awesome. And then like, oh man, because how many know, is that cheap or expensive?
Expensive.
What's it run roughly?
$25,000.
25,000 bucks. Well, depending upon what you're doing, you know, hey, anyone with a home valued over $500,000, you know, enter my contest, and then you get, you know, 30 listings, and your average commission is $20,000. That's $600,000. Who'd pay 25 to make $600,000? But what if I only get one? Yes, business is a risk. Yes, there are some things you'll do. You can put a fine print in there. You know, if we don't get at least 100. Do you know if you do the McDonald home where you bid for $1 million home and you can have this home? Do you know that do you know what I'm talking about? The McDonald's home, and you could actually buy raffle tickets, and you could win a $5 million dream home. You ever seen that?
No.
It's the Make-A-Wish home through McDonald's,
Oh, yeah.
and you buy your ticket, and they're going to have a drawing. The winner wins this $5 million home, and it's spectacular. You read the fine print in that deal. It says, but if enough people don't participate, blah 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 blah, we're going to give you this, this, and this in the fine print. It's perfectly legal. It is completely covered, so that way they're covered if they don't bring in enough money. Does that make sense to everyone? All right. Any questions today? Oh, Rob's helping me remember. So I'll take it. I'll take one. So as we wrap up, we have December 14th, not the 21st, the 14th, the Spasmatics Folsom. It's going to be a blast. Our Northern California EXP Christmas party. You can bring family, friends. You can bring whoever you want. The Spasmatics will be paying, I think it was like $13,000 just to get them to play. It's from 4 to 7. You can go out to dinner afterwards. You can go Christmas light looking afterwards. Dinner in Folsom will be great. Make reservations, spend the night, whatever. But this is, I'm telling you, I promise you, you will have a blast. They do all 80s music, and it is the best. They're not kind of good. They're phenomenal. I told people, were you with me?
Yeah.
Yesterday in Philadelphia. Was it last night? Yesterday. I told me the Spasmatics, they want to fly out just to be there for the party from the East Coast. It's a big deal. So, any final thoughts, James, Rob?
No. Excellent job, Brent. Also, we have the president of the company coming in January. So that's the next.
January 16th, Dave Kennard. Do we have a location for that yet?
Yes, Falls Event Center is already contracted.
Falls Event Center in Roseville. David's going to do a State of the Union address. And hopefully December 1st, we have major announcements hitting that'll rock your world. I mean, you'll go, no way. And so hoping that happens December 1st. But he'll here talking about more in person on the 16th. It's going to be very exciting. I mean, I'm talking like expand your mind stuff coming in 10 days.
Wow.
So, obviously next week is Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah. We will not be
So,
here.
happy Thanksgiving. Wherever you go, enjoy your family. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.